Oklahoma State named a new provost this summer, and we'll introduce you to Dr. Mendez today on Inside OSU.
This is nothing I ever thought for my career. I mean, I just never expected that I'd be in this type of position. And so I just think the last few years I've really had some great opportunities to kind of grow as a leader and really have a voice here on campus. And I was just so excited to not only just not be in the interim, but to be able to move forward. And I've just had such a great year getting to know President Shrum. I didn't know her beforehand, and working with her to solidify her vision, but also in ways that I can help, and I'm just excited.
How did your time as the interim provost prepare you for this role?
For anyone that's followed anything about my career, I've done quite a few interim positions, and I've always approached them as just making sure that I am doing the job at hand. I try not to think about the interim title, but I think what it allowed me to do is continue to build the relationships. I've been here 17 years, so I really have some solid relationships among faculty and staff, and I really think that that interim year gave me the chance to really understand the president more, get connected within her senior leadership team, and use that time to really get to know everyone, which I think allowed her also to get to know me and figure out, I mean, if we were a right fit and if I was going to be able to support her team in the way she needs it.
You said you never saw yourself in this position.
It wasn't even on my radar. My department had left. Faculty asked me to step in and be an interim department head. And that's really what started my administrative career, but it wasn't something I was striving for. But I think ultimately it was something I was successful at, and I really enjoyed doing. And it allowed me to do the things I was doing, but on a much broader level. And kind of every position's allowed me to take that and broaden it.
The strategic plan for the university is coming out this fall. What is your vision for the university?
What's great is I think my vision has always aligned so closely with President Shrum's, even without knowing President Shrum. But I'm so passionate about making sure we at Oklahoma State are doing the best we can and being the best we can and being a preeminent or the preeminent land grant institution. We have the best and the brightest faculty, the best and the brightest students, and there's no reason that we shouldn't be screaming that from the rooftop and making sure that everyone knows what a wonderful place Oklahoma State is.
In your letter to the search committee, I read that you said it's important to partner with K-12 schools to show the value of liberal arts and STEM. Why do you feel that's an important partnership?
Well, I really feel our outreach and extension to K through 12 really is part of the land grant mission. I think land grant gets defined sometimes as just a very narrow point of view, but we really are here serving the nation and the state's pressing needs. And what sets us apart is our deep commitment to that. And we're not just educating our students and sending them off, which is wonderful and they're going to change the world, but we are extending ourselves much broader into that K through 12, which I think not only is that land grant mission of education, but it's really helping further another generation and putting on their radar that college is important. I want to make sure that we're extending our resources there and filling in gaps and providing that opportunity and showing that young Jeanette that college is possible. It doesn't even have to be OSU, but that we know that you are more successful in your life with a college degree. Our goal is to make sure that everyone understands that and has the opportunity.
You're also a first-generation student.
Yes.
So what does it say about you to go from first-generation student to now the provost of Oklahoma State University?
Yeah, I'm really proud of being a first-generation college student. I didn't know anything about college. I mean, I just feel so fortunate that I had a support network in high school that pointed me in the right direction to lead me to getting a scholarship to attend college, that there's something about the university experience that is so powerful to first-generation students that makes us want to stay in that environment. And so I certainly don't think I'm unique, but I think what it does for me is it just gives me that different perspective that I not only can understand what some of our struggling students might be going through, but I feel like I can connect with students in a different way.
School starts next week. What are you most looking forward to about this upcoming academic year?
Oh, seeing the students back on campus, seeing the energy of having the students here, and really taking that strategic plan, which I think can get translated as, you know, kind of the roadmap for Oklahoma State. And maybe people are thinking that really matters for the faculty and staff, but really getting the students to buy buy into that and what we're doing here. They are so excited to be here, and really just building on their energy so that we can keep moving forward in what we need to do.
We've talked a lot about your career, the academic plan, the strategic plan, but what do you enjoy doing outside of work?
Outside of work, I'm running all the time. A little less, I've been battling some injuries, but it's not uncommon that I'm up at 3 or 4 in the morning, marathon training and getting some miles in with my friends.
Any marathons upcoming?
Not yet, trying to get rehab, get healthy. Certainly have a couple things on my radar, but not ready to put it out in the world yet.